It's been like 10,000 years since I've been in front of the camera and made a YouTube video. What are these Mighty Morphin Power Ranger helmets doing here? Oh yeah, we need a video. What is up, you guys? Deca Mexican here, part of the Henshin Squad, and I haven't said that in a long time because, as you could tell, all the stuff that's been going on in the world, massive craziness, and I can't even say the name of said thing. So yeah, so hopefully all of you are being safe at home and watching this video, and watch the full video because I got something cool for you guys, because I've always had many comments and a lot of you are big fans of this show called Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I don't know if have you heard it? I am a big Ranger fan, so I've collected throughout many years these helmets, and just about probably last year I completed the whole team with green. And yeah, and this is you know, to me this is just one of those life goals. You know, to a lot of people, helmets can be very expensive, they can be very difficult to find, but you know, with the right resources in the right places, you know, to look, you can definitely get your own. So I'm just gonna start off with green and then end off with white, and just gonna talk a little bit about the helmet, talk a little bit about the helmet maker. I'm not gonna be here just, you know, saying like, oh, this one's better, this one's, you know, the worst, or nothing like that. You know, I'm just gonna get really quick into the helmets because we have a few of them and I don't want to make this into a 20-minute long video. So yeah, let's get started. Up first is the Green Ranger, or Dragon Ranger for you Sentai fans. This was made by Matthew Wilson, aka Wildranger 5. And yeah, so he sculpted this himself through a lot of trial and errors, and I personally think this is the most accurate Green Ranger besides the actual one on the show. The cast has never been really available. Several of these that you'll be seeing, they have been available to that they've molded and casted and made replicas of, but this one is all made by him. You know, and it's just awesome. It's really good, well made. And yeah, may have took a little bit longer than expected, but hey, it happens. It's really, I really can't even complain about the quality of this helmet, and it's just awesome. It's, you know, it's the Green Ranger. It's one of those, you know, popular icons that everyone knows, and I love it. I love it. It's definitely a little bit bigger than most of the helmets that you'll see, but yeah, but definitely with padding and such, you know, helps out. And one little cool thing I think I like is that it opens. Usually helmets have a cut that go all the way down here, but this one doesn't. This one actually has a little side cut, so it cuts from there, so it doesn't mess up the, you know, the little horn thingy that it has there. So that's pretty cool. I like the attention to detail that goes into that, and seeing that, definitely very well made. Up next is the Yellow Ranger, aka Tiger Ranger. Now I want to say that I don't want to disclose the helmet maker. Sadly, that person doesn't make any helmets anymore. They're not really very good person either. So you know, in this community you kind of deal with a lot of good people, I will say, but you know, there are all those bad eggs that will take a lot of workload and then just, you know, take the money and not do the work. So that's why do your research. And again, but it's a good helmet. Like, at the time, it was a very good helmet. It's very well made and everything. So I will give that at least. So yeah, but as you can see, very well made. A little bit more heavier than most of these helmets as well. You know, it all depends. I personally have worn a stunt helmet, and those are very, very light. You literally can't even feel on your head. And so yeah, it's just like that. The visor is a little bit different. Sometimes you'll see like the green one. It's vacuum formed. They'll fit exactly to it. This is a replica of a helmet from the show. And so yeah, definitely well made. But I would recommend, you know, Wildranger 5 and the other ones that I'm going to mention, that they do make also Yellow Ranger casks and helmets as well. So yeah, be sure to check them out if you want a Yellow Ranger as well. Up next is the lovely Pink Ranger, or Terra Ranger. And yes, I really love this. This is probably the smallest helmet I have. And yeah, I really do enjoy this one. It was made by Aniki Cosplay. It's a little bit older, so you kind of see some little scratches here and there. But yeah, it does fit my big head. So that's really good. It all depends. Like sometimes these helmets can be bigger, they can be smaller. It all depends on who makes them and how they're casted, how they're made, and whatnot. But usually it's for a normal standard size head. You know, I have like a 23-inch head. You might have bigger, smaller. Take that as you will. But you know, it's still good, still quality made. Yeah, so I have another one by Aniki, which is the White Ranger, so you'll get to see that one in a little bit. But yeah, definitely I love this design. It's really funny to see that this this helmet, it's a Pink Ranger, but there's definitely more white in this helmet. But it's pretty cool. Really love the design, and yeah, totally recommend Aniki Cosplay as well. Up next we have the Red Ranger, or Tyranno Ranger. And yeah, this one is very special to me. This is probably the oldest one I have. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, this was originally made by Aniki as well. But there's a little story to this. There's a little story to this Red Ranger. So I was contacted by a former Red Ranger. At the time, they were talking about an anniversary special, and they were telling me that they needed a helmet. And so they reached out to a few people, and so he reached out to me, saying that would it be okay to borrow one of my helmets. And so he wanted to borrow one of the Red Rangers. And so yeah, it's like that. So he took this to New Zealand, and this was used on the Super Ninja Steel episode, that the big anniversary episode that was there. Now, some of you will say, okay, well, where's your documentation? We're just and I do, which I don't want to disclose here, but I do have the documents for it. But sadly, this helmet did not get actual screen time. But however, if you have that giant big book that has like all the history of like Power Rangers that came out a while back, if you go to the Super Ninja Steel section, you'll see this helmet. If you do it in the right direction, there's actually a helmet where there's 3 evil Red Rangers. He was one of the evil ones. This one's the and the reason why I know that it was actually they actually used it. It came back in a different condition, and not a bad one. It actually came in a better condition. So this is actually a bright red. So what you're seeing is the actual color that they use on the show and stuff like that. And so yeah, this is pretty special to me. I really want to get another one just to kind of use for it and kind of keep this one specially. But you know, I do use it for some videos at a time. But that's what's pretty cool about this guy. So yeah, I'm not really crazy about like keeping it like, oh, it's like memorabilia, but I guess this is a TV prop. Up next we have the Black Ranger, or the Mammoth Ranger. This was made by Eric101, and it's a little bit different from the other helmets that I have because it has magnets. It opens and closes like this. Easier to put on. So yeah, the attention to detail, the white trim, the little air holes right here, as you can see right there. And then yeah, what I had to do, actually, if you do get a helmet from him, the visor material isn't as dark as some of these that you see right here. But don't worry. What I would recommend is you to buy a clear see-through cloth, like a black cloth, because you can put it on top of here, and then you won't be able to see your eyes. So it definitely makes it the tint a little bit darker. And now you're saying, well, why am I going to do that? And fun fact, the actual stunt helmets had that. When I got to wear it, I had an actual like black see-through cloth in front of me, so therefore even with flash pictures or whatever, you couldn't see my face. So So that would get the illusion, so you know that you don't see the person's face. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, sometimes, you know, just the tint is a little bit difficult for some people to make it darker or whatever. But yeah, a bubble visor. I actually do have a review of this helmet, so if you want to check it out, more info, yeah, you can go check it out on the channel. So yeah, but definitely recommended. Love this helmet. Up next, we have the Blue Ranger or Tricera Ranger. Now this was made by my buddy Ollie or wibblywobblyfx. So yeah, I will say that this is one of his personal ones that he made, and he wanted to just sell it to me because I needed it for one of my videos back in the day. And so yeah, but definitely a really good helmet. The attention to detail, once again, very well painted, very well made, inside, everything. And so it may be one of his old works, but it's definitely really good. I do recommend him as well. He made my Overdrive red, and so yeah, I really love that helmet too. So it's definitely, you know, a lot lighter too, and it's really, honestly, it's as accurate as the ones that we used in the stunt shows. So, you know, and the stunt performances. So yeah, very light. You can tell that this is like, when you put it on, you won't even tell that you're wearing a helmet. But yeah, so I definitely love that. And so yeah, the blue is just awesome. I do love a more darker type of blue, but even with the suit on, like, it does match very well. So yeah, that's another big thing with the colors. Sometimes you'll get a little bit too dark, a little bit too light, but don't worry about it, guys. It's just, you know, you're having fun, and you know, it's all about, I get it, it's all about accuracy. Like, these are possibly the, you know, the most accurate ones out there at the moment. But you know, hey, just have fun with it. Now to my favorite helmet. Yes, I am a White Ranger fan. Don't at me. You know, I just love the White Ranger, aka Kiba Ranger. So yeah, this was made by Aniki Cosplay, one of his older works, but definitely not bad work. As you can just see, this so shiny, and I just love it. I just love the design. I'm just, you know, Tiger Zord is my favorite Megazord and everything. So yeah, it's just really well made, guys. It's accurate. It's a replica from the stunt helmets, or like the show helmets. And it's just awesome. It's one of those things that you get, you know, being a Ranger fan, it's like, you know, you get to see these in person. You see them on TV first, and then you're like, you know, how would you be able to react when you see them in person? And that's the same thing. When I got this, it's like, wow, you know, I could be the White Ranger. So yeah, this is one of those things. That's the kind of the biggest reason why I collect these helmets, is because they're just my childhood. They're, you know, this is my fandom, and I really do enjoy that a lot. So definitely recommend that. Thank you, Aniki, for making this, and this is awesome. So there you have it, guys. My Mighty Morphin Power Ranger helmet collection. Be sure to check out the helmet makers, whether it's Wildranger 5, Aniki Cosplay, Eric101, wibblywobblyfx. You'll get a really good helmet. Definitely recommended in the community. So go check them out. And they have other helmets. If you're a fan of the other seasons, you know, great, go check them out. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, the bell so you get notified for any future videos. This is Deca Mexican, part of the Henshin Squad, and I am signing out. That's it.